Hey guys, welcome back to the iBUYPOWER 2016 16K Fall Invitational. I am Seaside, joined with me is Vansili, but to tech problems, the microphones are acting up, so we will get dealt with those. We've heard your cries, and we're going to try to fix those for you. And the game, here we go, it is going to be getting live. Nafly, going to have a kit early. And look at this push, though. Rush and Mixwell going to be pushing towards Catwalk together. FNS playing top mid. He's holding for this Catwalk push. Are they going to get off guard as Mixwell gets one? Will get traded out. Rush, he's going to get himself out of there. He's going to take the high road, and they will trade 1-for-1 early in this pistol round. As now, TSM have gained full mid control. Rush is still going to continue to challenge from that Catwalk position. And Relics is going to be able to find Rush. Rush was just running all over the place. Now it's all on Nafly. Solo towards the A site. And the pushes are coming out. And he has to deal with so many angles. He's allowed to peek for free, but there's Twist from Catwalk to shut him down. And just like that, it's all on Tarek. He's at a 1v4 and he's going to spot Relics. What can he do with this USP at range? He's able to find one. Can he find something else? It's all on Tarek. The new addition of this OpTic lineup fitting in perfectly. Starting to fit in perfectly. As Sick, though, is able to find him. So just like that, that is going to be pistol round given over to TSM. And OpTic, in response, going to pick up a couple scouts, while TSM will have free reign to what they want to do this round, as they're going to pick up some SMGs, an AK on the side of Sick, and a scout on the side of Semphis. So a lot of versatility on the side of TSM. Meanwhile, OpTic, a little limited in what they're able to do this round, but Tarek's going to make it interesting. He's going to win the scout duel against Semphis. Tags him down to 33. And are they going to be ready for another scout in Mixwell to be challenging towards mid? As there's Nafly. He's going to find Semphis, though. And just like that, opening pick will go towards OpTic Gaming. As Nafly with his Deagle is able to get a nice opening pick. So now, with a minute 20 on the clock, you're going to see the bomb left still towards outside long. TSM are going to gain this long control once again, as they are just going to be playing it slow. You're going to see them playing it nice and slow. You're going to see Twist towards mid with FNS. So OpTic Gaming looking poised to win this essentially free round for TSM, but OpTic have put themselves in a prime position. Nafly not spotting that player towards lower, but he will now spot him, so Twist is out of the equation. That's 2 for Nafly. The 1D are in full swing as Tarek's able to tag another player, so this is doable now for the pistols of OpTic Gaming. With Rush and Naf working together, Catwalk and Cubby, what can they get done as Rush towards jump, and Naf is going to get a third Deagle kill, excuse me. And just like that, the pistols of OpTic Gaming have done it, keeping 4 alive. TSM decimated with no one left alive as they lose the round, lose the weapons. And what an anti-eco round it was for OpTic Gaming.
Hello?
With the pistols. Hello, Van. You alive, sir?
I think so. Let's see if this works.
Perfect.
But let me know. But yeah, I mean, looking at that last round for Semphis with that scout, he tried to fight a little bit too much towards those mid double doors. I mean, he peeked 2-3 times when he already had a double scout set up for OpTic Gaming at mid side. Got tagged once, looked back towards long, got instantly 1D. It was actually a nice shot to open it up for OpTic Gaming. Unfortunately, I missed the rest because I was still trying to fix my mic. But hopefully things are better now, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 is our score. OpTic Gaming versus Team SoloMid. This is the second map. TSM now on a full Deagle armor buy. And they are actually split up across the map, utilizing Semphis to get a bit of information. Spotted one, which was Tarek, with that scout at mid side. And he's going to try to take control of Cat. So they are making a little bit of presence known towards mid-cat and possibly long very soon, just to try to force maybe some sort of rotation so they could go for a mid to B split, because they do have 2 smokes to work with. Relics is waiting towards mid with one of those smokes as well. So we'll see if that execution is going to head towards that B side.
Yeah, Tarek going to be feeling a little bit of heat as Relics is going to start to push the issue towards mid. You can't see the bullets, but we'll get that resolved for you shortly. As we can still see the health though on the right and left sides of the screen, as Naf's going to be able to find Semphis. Solo pushing up Catwalk. Just pistols as TSM after they win pistol, but get reset immediately from the boys of OpTic Gaming. So Sick and Relic's going to be going for some mid control, but Stan is positioned beautifully for this, and he's ready with his UMP.
Big pop flash coming through, but Finesse actually comes back, but a backstab from Nafly at top, but quickly refragged by Sick. Now in a 3-on-2 situation, Sick. Only 5 HP remaining, 20 seconds left on the clock. They have to act quick. They pop flash from the top, but at this point, they're going to try to rush towards Catwalk. But speaking of rush, he flanks them from that barrel side. double kill easily. Team SoloMid with that force buy did not come to fruition. So OG now taking the lead by 1 rather.
That's for sure. So now OG going to be rebuying into this round. You're going to see a couple SMGs, an M4 and an AK. On the side of TSM, you're going to see just some P250s across the board. Flashbang on FNS to work with, no armor. So they'd love to get a bomb plant down. I wonder how this is going to work out for them. As look at Mixwell, though, getting aggressive. Is going to find FNS early. And the other members of TSM are starting to push down towards the lower tunnels. And Tarek peeking with support from his teammates. And it is just going to be a slaughter for OpTic. So the slaughter comes through. OpTic will go up 3-1. TSM gonna get AKs across the board now. So the buy round is out. OpTic. Let's see if they upgrade a couple of these SMGs as well as the Scout. They might just stick with it, all things considered. As there's the scoreboard. Semphis yet to get a frag on the board. It's still early. There's still time for him to do it. As you're gonna see the bomb now cross back over to a little dangerous of a play. Bomb won't get spotted. No one was peeking from OpTic. So they are gonna stick with a couple SMGs and a Scout. See if they can pull it out with the little light investment that they do have.
Yeah, it's their first real gun run that they have, despite the low utilities, but across the board, AK-47s, no AWPs. This might give a chance, as you mentioned, for Semphis to get a few kills, but they're trying to lurk up towards long side. Aggressive positioning by Nafly with the MP9. I mean, it's smart because you want to keep that armor pen close to actually put enough damage as possible. But at this point, Team SoloMid, at first they were looking to commit towards this catwalk side, but seems to be slowing back towards their tracks. There is really only Rush playing it with the AK-47 towards that ramp, really focusing for a quick rotation from Mixwell, playing close doors with that UMP.
Yeah, here comes the push. Sick is going to jump down while two players are going to try to come up. Catwalk. Rush is going to be holding the edge of the smoke, but Twist is too quick. Nice headshot there towards Rush. Mixwell, that's that quick rotation. He mentioned he can't even find FNS. Kentark, he can't. FNS on 8 HP, excuse me, 9. And he's able to get out of there as Stanislaw and Nafly together in a 2v5 as 6 going to spot Stan. So now OpTic Gaming looking to save the rifle and the MP9, but Naf going to be posted up a little close, trying to get an exit frag, full blind, but Relts is here for support. Doesn't matter. Stan, though, going to find 6, so TSM will get round number 2 on the board as Stan's going to get dropped here. So there you have it. TSM will strike back. As OpTic Gaming opting not to upgrade any of their weapons there, keeping a couple SMGs going forward as well as that Scout, so not too much was invested. So here's the real investment from OpTic.
And the investment comes in for a double op setup, quite interesting enough. So you'll probably have the opper posted up towards that B side, and that's going to be with Nafly, while you do have Tarek opping up towards the mid. They're going to go for a double op peak setup, but nobody's there on TSM side. They're actually rushing out towards long. Instead getting kind of missed towards that blue dumpster, forcing out of position, but one already down, running through that smoke. Relics is fully blinded, and as soon as he comes on blind, gets picked off there by Mixwell, who manages to fall back on time and get the boost onto the opper. Nafly into the A-bomb site.
Yeah, Nafly with an op as well. He has support from that teammate, which is going to be Mixwell, close corner. Naf can need another flash, forced to fall back even more into the site. TSM have gained long control. They have bomb outside of Cage, and one player holding the mid push. Well, let's see what they go for. Semphis is going to be lining up that drop smoke. So it looks like TSM are going to be committed to this long push. They do have to deal with the op of Nafly. And with only... they have smokes on every player, so they can go for kind of a smoke wall. Get them up to sight, but let's see what they decide to go for here. Semphis throws the one. And keep an eye on your map as the rotations haven't come through yet, but they do have cat control. So Mixwell.
Hopefully I lowered it enough here.
Oh, you sound good, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. If not, I'm just going to leave, and you're going to solo everything for the rest of the day.
Deal. That's Mixwell and Nafly trying to work together here. Please don't leave me, Van. I need you here. As Mixwell's going to peek towards ramp. He's able to get one. Can he get the second? He can't. Semphis is too quick, but Stanislaw with a rotation. He's able to get 2 of his own. Now FNS. Bomb not planted 20 seconds against 2 ops. And Stanislaw already has 2 kills this round. Not a bright future for FNS.
FNS, though, gets a chance to cross over, but gets dinked on the process. Stanislaw then picks him off, and that's going to be now 4-2 in favor of OpTic Gaming. And at this point, they still have somewhat of the economy to go for a force buy if they want to for AKs and Tech 9s. maybe it might be smarter for them to just go for pistols and bring that economy back. I mean, you also have relics that's very low, so maybe you want to go for a force to try to just keep the economy, sorry, at an even level for the whole team across the board, and looks like that's what we're going to do here for TSM side.
Yeah, they're going to level it out. 2 AKs out, a scout on Semphis once again. Double op still in play for the side of OpTic. And Mixwell is going to fall back. So 3 players committed early from OpTic to gain that long control. A lot of teams like to go for this. Another team that loves to go to triple men push towards long and gain long control, then fall off is Selfless. I've seen them do it countless times. So OpTic Gaming going to be using that strategy early on. It just allows you, if they do go for a push, to trade out more effectively. And you still feel comfortable with a player in pit and one towards long. So the fallback comes through. TSM going to gain some catwalk control. But OpTic Gaming spread thin, but not showing too much across the map.
Stanislaw now still looking back towards his back of B. You do have the bomb holding in the B tunnels with the scout. They tried to go for an execution for mid side, but I wonder if it was a miss flash. Fully blinded, no information given. Very passive play, though, for OpTic Gaming at this point. You do have Tarek that's opposite from the window side to look back towards mid. So they do have a player at car. So with this double off setup, it's quite common to see that. Very passive play towards that mid. And then you just have the 2 operators pick it from car and from outside B. But at this point, it seems as though Team SoloMid catches on to that. Or have caught on to that. And they're going to try to execute towards the A-bomb site, where Mixwell is currently waiting with the M4. Maybe get some jumping M4s going. Nafly getting the first kill with the AWP. Mixwell still waiting patiently. He doesn't even need any help. Nafly gets a double kill with the AWP. Semphis finally gets a scout shot. And Nafly then falls down. So 3 versus 3 to move it inside this A-bomb site. 10 seconds left on the clock. They do get the bomb plant. And Rush waiting for his teammates before they could retake the site.
Yeah, Mixwell in a rough position there. It's hard to actually contest the catwalk position without some teammates coming through. You're right, we could have seen some jumping M4s, but it's not going to happen as Sick and Relic's now tagged down heavy. Relic's going to resmoke that catwalk position. Semphis picks up an AK. That's an upgrade from the scout, and he's able to find 1. So now Stanislaw and Tarek are just going to be saving this op and AK, and the retake will get destroyed as TSM going to get round number 3 on the board. Ooh, and Stan's getting the exit frag, so he's able to find Sick. Can he tap down Semphis? He can. Relic's goes for the exit towards the same way, and Relics will grab the op that they did upgrade to. So Relics will be able to save the op. TSM will take the round, but the money on both sides is running low.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be very good there for Stanislaw to get those exits, because now Team SoloMid are going to be on a low buy. You're going to see them with AK-47s, small armor, or no utilities at all, if they decide to go for full armor. And on OpTic's side, the gamble is to go for a force buy on your end as well. Because for both sides, they're going to get reset, whoever loses this gun round. So, very, very big round for both sides.
That's for sure. It's going to be one of these difficult situations where, as you mentioned, you don't want to get reset, especially as close as this game is. And whoever does take this round, you got to think they're going to be able to take the next couple due to the pistols that would have to come out in the following rounds. Mixwell's going to eat a nade early. So TSM, they're able to get mid-control pretty much uncontested. Even when OpTic Gaming had this double op setup, OpTic not going to go for any kind of mid-aggression. And OpTic switch it up once again from long control to backing up completely and playing more of a CT and sight kind of control style. And it's going to allow Semphis, though, to try to find this opening pick towards sight. And it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to get anything done here. Flash comes over for his teammates. Twist get a molly where Mixwell was. So Rush going to be playing the anti-flash. And this is going to get scary now as Nafly with FAMAS towards sight needs some help.
Fully blinded. Nice pick there from Sick onto Mixwell. Nafly getting in a better position. Does drop the bomb here, but quickly refract by Relics, who makes up on top of it with 20 HP remaining. They're going to get a bomb plant safe inside the site. Not even planted for long. You do have one watching that flank. And that is also Semphis watching towards the elevator side. So they have great position now for TSM. And at this point, you see Stanislaw, Tarek, and Rush decide to fall back and save their rifles for this round.
That is what they will do, and that's now 2 rounds in a row where we've seen the A-take come out. OpTic Gaming decide not even to try to attempt a retake. They want to save those rifles, so 4-4. Back and forth once again, just like a Cobble at the opening stages. This time, no one's going to get picked, leaving. No exit frags to the side of OpTic. So, Twist unable to get a weapon in his hand, so he is going to be sticking with that Tech 9. At least he'll have that going forward. So TSM will get to number 4. Let's see how this next round plays out. So we take a look on the money. Mixwell's going to be a little low. And it's going to be one of these, probably Deagles coming out or teammate drop. It's a really hairy situation now for OpTic, because they are just going to go probably for some upgraded pistols. Majority of your team have weapons, so you feel pretty confident forcing into this. And this time, Semphis, no scout. He's not playing games anymore. He'll get the op.
And he connects with it. So that's a great start. One other rifle save already down, and that is Stanislav. This flash there coming in from Relic, so that they will not be able to get long control. At this point, this resets things a little bit on how OpTic Gaming will play the defense. You see them all converge towards this mid side, and really leaving the A bomb side open. So it's 2 mid, 2 B. So far, the bomb is running all the way back from T spawn. They're actually going to leave it, so they're going to play it so much passively for TSM. And it's really sick right now who's holding towards lower B. Here's these rotations going back and forth. So they're going to really have to count on Relics maybe to try to enter towards this long A and try to get this information. If not, unless they hold their grounds towards B tunnels, they'll go head-to-head against Nafly and also Rush. Nafly's going to peek out first. Headshot there onto Twist. Op shot missed by Semphis. And then he gets traded. Well, actually saved by Rush. Wow. So Semphis is going to fall as well. And because of that, the whole round has gone into shambles for TSM.
It really has. It just fell apart. They go for some mid-aggression. Try to just, even holding B tunnels, they get shut down completely as Mixwell holding down long from CT now. He's going to spot the shoulder of Relics. Good trigger discipline coming up from Mixwell. As the bomb is on FNS's back, and they do plan to cross long here. Fake kind of cheap smoke with the nade, but it doesn't pay off as Relics gets one, and there you go. Mixwell and the pistol, they're able to close that out. So that round just, as you mentioned, fell apart from TSM. They had good control, and it just goes the opposite way based on a good trade situation from OpTic.
How do you miss a shot like Semphis did onto Nafly, though? Nafly gets a nice shot with the P250, but he's half exposed pretty much on Semphis's point of view. And then he knows that he was coming up against a pistol. He's trying to reach out, so he does a great job for Rush to push up with him for that support. This time, though, TSM a little bit mad, pushing out and aggressively to catch Rush, trying to make it inside the pit. And Nafly is holding now towards the car. They're trying to go for a boost to try to peek out, so it's probably going to be a running boost to try to look out.
Interesting.
But Stanislav, meanwhile, is setting up here to just hold towards this mid side. So once again, TSM get a 1-minute advantage. Let's see if this time they could actually capitalize on top of that.
Yeah, what's interesting in this situation as well is that you see Nafly towards that car position. That's a hard angle to clear, especially when you have barely any utility to do so. A molly works beautifully there, but without having one, they're forced to either run up in face or use a lot more of these smokes than they'd like. So they're going to use one of the smokes towards the long. And they are just going to be trying to bait something out from OpTic. Possibly they thought a player was playing close corner and he'd peek off the edge of that smoke. But nothing going to happen in their advantage yet. So they're just going to fall off in the back of this. And wow, Nafly held that angle for so long. And Relic's last second will peek. Semphis up catwalk, but Mixwell from the barrels is able to shut that down. Now it's all on Mixwell, and he will just absolutely get demolished by Relics. What a round from him.
Yeah, 2 great entries right now for Relic. Stanislav's at the elevator. He's going to hear him coming through. He's going to lob the incendiary grenade to try to force him out of position, but the bomb is at least planted, and he makes it out of it with 68 HP, so a great job. A little bit of missed timing on that incendiary grenade. FNS dropping down, trying to catch him off the rotation, but at least he could call him out for his teammates. The last 2 guys are going to try to save, but look at the money. They have really nothing left. 0 there for Twist, 150, and 0 for FNS. They cannot afford to go actually on a hunt. So it'll be at least 5-5 tied up overall in this first half. But just a similar fashion in Kabul, it's really going back and forth in this first half.
Extremely reminiscent as... Oh, Tarek. I think he'd actually spotted the feet of that person jumping across. A little bit too quick as that jump across. So he's unable to find that pick. So we'll see how this works out, because if you take a look at the money, you're going to see Mixwell has enough money to probably get himself a weapon and drop one over, even an SMG. Let's see if they are kind of willing to force around this op and M4. So yeah, there's Mixwell. He's just going to full invest himself, get himself an M4. And so an interesting decision coming out of UMP will get dropped over to Rush. So OpTic going to take the chance here, 5-5. Still a good CT half here, able to trade round for round for round with the T's. And that opening pick, how that shot not connect is someone's counting their lucky stars.
Yeah, that was so good for Tarek. That looked like it should have hit, but at this point, they tried to go for a fake up towards long. They're falling back towards catwalk. You already have Tarek moving back towards the elevator with the IBP, but everybody's committed towards long. You only have one guy watching that push, and it's going to be FNS, so they might lose an AK early in this round, but they at least have committed towards the A-bomb site and have taken control of that area.
Yeah, triple stack from OpTic towards long as well. So FNS can literally be the pin in the balloon that is OpTic. And if he's able to lurk out and find 3 kills as OpTic trying to retake A with 3 players towards long, a couple CT, this is a hard retake for OpTic, especially with Semphis hitting shots from sight like that.
Yeah, even FNS is going to move out on the refresh, or should I say on the backstab, but not even need it. Twist gets the last 2 kills on the top there from the catwalk. And that was a nice hold there for TSM. Nothing that OpTic Gaming could have done to actually break down TSM's wall as they take the lead and are forced on a save.
Yeah, there you have it. Just pistols now. The save is out. Let's see what OpTic are going to go for here. Possibly some upgraded pistols. It's going to be a little bit since they will have another op in the play. So the mix-up is just going to be a couple upgraded pistols, smoke as well. So good play coming out from TSM as they're able to now settle back into their default, hold towards upper tunnels, have one player watching long cage, one towards mid, and they're able to just find these easy picks against these pistols of OpTic Gaming.
Well spotted at the top of mid, but does not connect with the deagle. And actually, it's a great way to bait out Sick to try to go for the kill. And now Stanislaus just waiting there, gets an easy AK-47. It's kind of a mistake there. You're really trying to hunt down for guns, and when you know that they're on a safe, you're really just throwing your money away. And now a 4-on-3 situation. Relics is on this clear at the B bomb site. They'll get an easy plant. And the rest of the members of OpTic Gaming are just grouped up together to just keep their AK-47.
That looks like the plan. As Naf and Mix probably going to set themselves up into strong positions to try to at least get one weapon on the way out. As FNS playing on the edge of the smoke, contemplating going through it. Naf is just going to be getting out of dodge. Just Mix well alone. Going to be locking down towards CT spawn. He's going to be posted there. Stand taking a little interesting of a challenge. So TSM will get up to lucky number 7. OpTic Gaming's money is going to be it's going to be in an interesting position with 3-round loss bonus. We'll see if the op will get taken out. And OpTic started off strong, but TSM's able to find these gaps in the holds, and they're exploiting them completely.
Yeah, if they want to go for an op now, it's going to have to be a glass cannon. So I doubt it's going to work, or they're going to do that. But they have been giving it to Tarek a lot, and if Tarek is going for a mid pick usually with the AWP, maybe he wants to go with it because he does have the quote-unquote doors armor if he's able to cross over and get shot through it. But they're just going to go for rifles across the board at Nixel with UMP. I don't know why there was a nade that was thrown in spawn. So Semphis and Relic starting off at hard mode at 80 to 72. Just TSM things.
TSM things, and for sure. And speaking of TSM things, Relic just comes out mid by himself through a smoke and no one there to help him out, so he gets dropped for free, and that's a free opening pick for OpTic Gaming, whose buy is already lacking in utility to slow the pushes from TSM. So the long, prolonged game of forcing OpTic to use their utility early would have worked beautifully, but instead a little bit of a early aggression, it'll get shut down. So now TSM, man down, they're going to be poised to go towards the B site. But look at this, there's only one player, and they didn't clear that spot.
Great spot for Tarek, gets the first kill, traded out though by Twist, and then Stanislaw comes in through the doors of B side, lines up 2 more, and gets a triple kill. I don't know.
Huh. You alright, Van?
I just know that TSM is at least still in the lead by 1. That's one positive aspect for that round for them.
That's true. Very true. So they're round up. That's the light at the end of the tunnel, but it is going to come close. It's Semphis, though, not eating that flash completely as he popped, I think, right at the top of that arch. So he only got a half blind. He's able to outhold Stanislaw. So interesting peaks coming up from both teams. A little lack of knowledge possibly on each other's setups is now Mixwell going to be playing close with the UMP. You're going to hear Relics jumping around. Looks like Mixel wants to charge forward. Is Semphis going to be able to hold Relix's back? So another smoke's going to come in. So Mix just going to be playing the time here. As TSM will gain mid control once again.
Yeah, TSM doing very good to actually waste OpTic Gaming's utilities at the beginning of this round. Mixwell is going to play so aggressively, manages to get that kill onto a Relic. So actually, this time it's going to be OpTic Gaming utilizing the flash into their advantage, also running down that clock by lobbing an incendiary grenade up on the top of the catwalk. But you can see them all grouped up here for TSM up on that catwalk side, so they will decide to execute towards A, maybe even try to go for a drop towards spawn if they can. But lots of flashes are coming across, and it's going to be Rush that's going to have to come up big. Fully blinded are TSM, and he gets 2 kills before he gets picked off here by Semphis. But Nafly is still on the prowl with the op.
Yeah, good on Nafly to be able to shut that down. 2 quick frags from him and Rush. If he doesn't get a single kill there, it gets scary as they decided to push through a CT smoke as well as a long smoke to the OpTic Gaming members to get themselves towards that car position. And the members of TSM are able to just shut that down. Or, excuse me, the members of OpTic are able to shut that down from based on Rush's positioning and forcing them to look towards Goose and then getting shot from the side of the car from Nafly. So good positioning coming up from OpTic as TSM now forced on some pistols. Final round of the half. And they're just going to go for straight up B execute. We've seen this tried once before. Let's see how it works out. Tark's going to be the man towards door. Can he get one? Full blind. Twist kills Semphis. Stanislav finds FNS, and he can't find another one as Relic shuts it down. So awkward entry. Call it a double entry for Twist.
Well, at least the guys remaining have high HP. Sick trying to go for a plant. Molly forces him to plat at the double stack. They do have only Tech 9s to work with still. Relic's watching lower B. Here's the footsteps. Lines up 2, but gets 0. Sick picking up that AWP. 4 versus 2 now. Twist and Sick. Sick with full nades in his hands. He's blocked by his teammates, so they're just going to run out. Okay. Yes, TSM. Back on a defuse, it is going to be OpTic Gaming taking the lead 8-7 as good halves or exchange, but what a mix-up, actually, for the last few rounds there for TSM.
Yeah, it was an interesting decision there. The B take worked. The team kill aside, they were able to get site control, and then it just went downhill from there where they felt like they had to press the issues. They were man down. Pressing the issue isn't the worst idea, but when your hands are kind of... You're holding your teammate's hand trying to get outdoor, it doesn't work out too often, especially with how big the shoulders are. Or how big your shoulders seem to be in-game.
So OpTic Gaming now looking to bring this into a third map if possible. Just checking out the chat, we just got a huge boost of viewers.
Yeah,
so
geez.
Welcome, guys. I guess you're waiting for the SK match versus Splice. This will be coming up next year for the iBUYPOWER 2016 Fall Invitational. Right now, it is OpTic Gaming versus Team SoloMid behind by 1 map as TSM has defeated them on their map choice. That was Cobble. I'm Vin Silly. Along with me is Seaside. And if actually OpTic Gaming win this map, it will go on to a third map, which will be on Train. So to Bem. Stick around, guys. Stay tuned and be patient until you see your SK heroes play next against Splice. Now we're going to go live for the second half. As OpTic Gaming will be able to bring this to the third.
Yeah, let's see what the pistol strat is going to be coming up from OpTic on the pistol round here. We saw some utility on the side of TSM early in the last pistol round, but this time, not even a kit, no utility on the side of TSM. You're going to see just armor across the board. Stan gets tagged early, and this is a scary challenge to take with a Glock, but he's going to go for it. Why not? And Naf's going to be the man with a smoke and a couple flashes.
Yeah, a flash there from Mixwell to peek towards lower with his teammates, so they're going to clear that up for a bit, and I wonder if they're going to explode out towards mid. They do have a flash into smoke, so they're probably going to flash above mid doors, smoke towards CT spawn. But no, they're just going to body run through, and they get body plowed by FNS and Relics with the crossfire.
Yeah, it's set up beautifully there.
Sick.
And I think they had 1 flash left for that mid take, but it didn't go deep enough as they weren't blind at all. Relics and FNS able to work beautifully together and just shut that down completely. Scouts out from Semphis. We've seen him use this before. He's going to be going for this top mid pick. Not able to connect yet. Pistols and armor out for OpTic. And they decide to put a couple players towards long while TSM. CT and catwalk control for them. Solo B player as they've given up long control early. So a lot of map control given up towards OpTic Gaming with these pistols to work with. As they're allowed up mid for free. As FNS is going to be starting to peek this. But there you've been allowed to gain mid control. And Van, I don't know if you muted yourself or what, man. You're just hanging out?
I'm good. I'm
You're
actually
good?
just looking at this right now, just trying to see the positioning. They actually have Semphis and Twist trying to watch that cross, and then Relics is going to be the one that's trying to watch mid. So they really have converged towards this mid side and passive long, so they're going to play for a retake. But they also have great position for support onto Sick if they decide to push it to B. So far, though, it's going to be Relics getting 2 headshots after a few trades that started in the beginning, and FNS and Twist pushing together up on Cat, drops the bomb carrier. So Nap flies by himself up towards the playmaker, and he gets scouted down by Relics across the map. With 1 HP remaining, he stays alive, and TSM take the lead now in this matchup. They regain it.
Yeah.
At this point now, you'll see OpTic Gaming on a full save.
A full save, indeed. Is maybe a couple upgraded pistols will come through. Yeah, a couple. So they're feeling comfortable enough to do that. As they do plan to buy next round. Scout from Semphis still in play. Not going to be able to... Ooh, what a quick shot it was indeed on Stan as soon as he showed his hips. And here comes the push from Relics. He gets one and traded out immediately, so that's not too good as Relics going to give up an MP7. Not the best weapon in the game, but it's a weapon OpTic will work with. Is Sick. Solo pushing with no support into B.
Yeah,
and
what they know there, so...
Yeah.
I mean, Semphis scouted the first guy, and then Sick decides to push through. That's a gun given away.
Yeah.
That's... So... Semphis is scouting towards the mid side. He spots the first guy, and then Relics pushes down towards lower B, and he spots 4 guys, so they know exactly where everybody's at. It was a great... it was good for Sick, I guess, in terms of trying to flank him across, but do you really need to move forward, know that you might fight potentially against 4 guys back up the staircase? It came down to a 1 versus 1, but somehow today, pistols are just stronger than rifles. But they're going to try to look back towards long. Twist waiting with the UMP, drops Stanislaw, and it's a 3-on-2.
And Tarek, keep in mind, has that M4 MP7's out on rush. FNS from the C2 position ramp. He's gonna actually get spotted and rushed though. Unable to get to that shot in the bomb. Oh no for Tarek as it falls down to the garbage can. He has to jump down there and face anyway to grab the bomb. So let's see what he decides to do with 35 seconds on the clock. He knows there's 1 player CT at least. He has a sneaking suspicion that there is 1 more towards long. So this is an awkward position for Tarek, but all things considered, damage was done for OpTic. They would love to get the bomb plant on top of this, but it just doesn't work out in their favor.
Even better right now is if they could run this clock down, because Tarek is pretty much committed towards this A site. Run the clock down and get the kill, and Tarek is not going to have any money into the next round. So 10 seconds left. That bomb is still down on that dumpster. He's going to try to just expose himself to just die at this point. And there you go. FNS executes him from CT spawn. And it's going to be 10-8 in favor of TSM. The bonus money comes in right now for a chance for OpTic Gaming to go for an AK buy. Not enough for an IBP.
Not quite there. Semphis back to a scout, yeah. So an interesting decision coming up from Semphis. And M4s across the board for the other members. As you see, OpTic Gaming have AKs for themselves. Low utility, as this buy is not the strongest one you'll see. Is OpTic going to go for some mid control? TSM going to go for some long control and response. You can see 2 players towards the long side for TSM, 2 players towards B. So pretty much a typical default coming out with 1 player lurking around CT who was able to quick rotate wherever needed. So OpTic Gaming just going to post up here in their default. Now Fly is going to lock down long cage. A couple players going for some early mid control. A little bit of pressure as Tarek's got to let him know that he's home. Tarek's home.
Yeah, but OpTic Gaming now with a few flashes that were thrown at mid, and Relics trying to scout it out. The rest of them are moving up towards Kawa, but there's an aggressive push from Sick and Semphis towards B tunnels, and they spot nobody there. So they're going to have to play the retake towards the A site. FNS might have to play this slightly passively. He gets fully flashed, and here comes OpTic Gaming connecting towards this A bomb site. They drop towards the elevator as well. So they have 2 guys towards CT spawn, 2 guys moving inside the A site, Nafly up on Cat. So at least they have that quick rotation coming through already from Sick. 1 versus 1 there up on top of that catwalk area. And can Naf actually stay alive long enough? He does have support from Stanislaw after the bomb plant. It's going to be a 2v2 up on Cat. And soon to be a 3v2 as FNS is moving up as well. High-low stack coming through, refrags coming across, and it's going to be FNS getting that double kill. Here comes a 3 versus 3 with the last 3 guys moving up towards the A bomb site from Long and Cat as well. But it's still going to be OpTic Gaming holding strong with Mixwell, Tarek, and Rush. Each of them getting a kill on that post-plant hold.
That flash that came over when Relics peeked towards ramp was beautiful. They were both full blind towards barrels, and Relics just couldn't connect with the shots. He's doing good this game with 17 frags to his name, but he desperately needed to be composed there and find both of those frags, but not to happen as now OpTic get to number 9. TSM back to some pistols across the board with Semphis going back to a scout. So OpTic, it could have gotten scary for them, but oh, hello, okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I
That's
lost my
it,
train of
last minute
thought,
scout.
yeah.
So that's a 1 minute advantage coming in for TSM, but you still see OpTic Gaming here pushed up together on a buddy system out towards mid doors. Nafly, nice opener at least onto the pit. Pushing upper B is going to be Sick, who unfortunately once again loses the aggressive push. Nice 1D there from Relics as they were trying to pinch up towards his B site, and that puts OpTic back in their tracks as the bomb was still down intentionally towards the barrel side. They're going to have to regroup here at this point and possibly maybe try to work back towards the A site, but Semphis is still waiting there with the scout. Tariq's down to 12 HP, so this again could be a winnable round for TSM as Relics does have an AK to work with as well inside B.
Yeah, Tark still has a molly. Rush has full utility to work with. Semphis, 2 frags on the round. He's going to continue to hold towards Catwalk. And we'll see who faces first. As, yeah, Molly will come down to sight. Not going to be able to catch Semphis. He is playing his ramp position. Tark's going to lead the charge. Can Semphis find this? He's full blind. Jump scouting. Is he going to go for another peek? Wow, he's actually able to find Tark as well. 12 HP and a headshot. Now it's all on Rush in a 1v2. 30 seconds on the clock. He will grab bomb and go towards CT. What a smart play it is from Rush as well.
24 seconds. He's going to have to try to book it towards his B bomb site, and FNS is looking back towards mid, but too late. His opponent has already crossed over towards B. He's going to get a bomb plant. FNS at this point, to his name, he does have small armor to work with as well, but he's going to have to move quick. Rush now plants the bomb, looks back towards tunnel, and then back towards mid. But FNS is going to have to start walking in aggressively, and Rush now holds outside B.
FNS has armor as well. Keep that in mind. FNS starting this walk push to plat. Is he going to catch Rush off guard? Is the timing going to work out for FNS? He spots him, but Rush is too quick, and he's able to win that one-on-one duel and keeping OpTic Gaming in this. Yeah, 3-on-1. What a play from Rush, dropping into CT. It's such a smart play. It forces Semphis, forces FNS to either face, rotate. It was an awkward situation for FNS, and Rush just too quick on the trigger.
Now at this point, it's forced buy from both sides. So again, money situation is going to be very low moving into the next round, depending who loses this one here. And looking off to Gaming, they're going to just go all out up on Cat to take that control first. Meanwhile, Team SoloMid has pushed 3 towards long. So it's going to have to, at this point, be a retake play for TSM. You do have FNS playing towards the CT spawn. They smoked it out, so a same strategy before. And it's worked before on their end. And a nice save there from Semphis. Twist was about to get sprayed down by Tariq. Semphis stops that, saves his teammate. The bomb is now planted. But again, the last time that OpTic Gaming did this, they were able to hold it. Can TSM learn from their mistakes?
Yeah, you hope so, as now both players from CT have to work together. Last time they peaked separately and they got punished for it, so Sick and FNS have to work together, while the players from Longer is going to start their push. Rush still full blind, he will get dropped. Nafly to find FNS in the meantime. Sick's going to get a second one, so now we're in a 3v2. Bomb's taking no utility on the side of OpTic, but look at these trades. It's all on Semphis now. And he has a smoke and a couple flashes to work with. It is planned for stands, so now, with the timer ticking, there's no time, yeah. That's it.
They had to be an aggressive push there, and immediately after that plant, they had to converge in, but it took a bit too much time for the retake, and leaving it on a 1 versus 1 for the operator to try to clutch is not ideal when it's planning for Catwalk. And no kit, really, at this point, Semphis, all he could do is save whatever he can. He'll have this op to work with, where they almost won that previous round with a scout and pistols. This time they have more firepower with it with Semphis. Let's see if they could do it. Nope.
Yeah, they baited for the shot, but Mixwell, such smart on the trigger discipline. He's just going to hold off, count the players crossing, and Semphis keep right into his loving embrace as Naf going to enter. Sick is going to be able to pick up the op and get one. FNS actually will win that on 4 HP, so now this is scary as Relics is going to find one in the back, so now OpTic, these pistols seem to be the vein to their existence.
Oh, and the timing! Relics at least gets the shot up to Rush. What is going on this round? Stanislaw now the last man standing, 3 versus 1. FNS with only 4 HP with the CZ around the corner of the door. Stanislaw about to walk out. FNS executes him, and it works in the favor of TSM despite them losing Semphis early in the round with the IBP that they had.
That's insane. That's how you recycle an op and manage to squeak a round out. And the pistols, everyone on TSM contributing to that round, working together beautifully. And OpTic, they read the economy perfectly. They're like, all right, we know they're on pistols. We spotted them crossing just pistols. Let's go for an aggressive B take. And it just gets shut down as they get close and personal with these pistols. And TSM, on a map that relatively favors long range. The pistols will close it out as now Relics. Full blind is going to be able to find Rush. What else can he do? Mixwell runs through, and he's forced to turn his head as FNS probably called for some help, and Stan will drop him. So 2-for-2 trade. Both teams on 3 now. We're at 11 apiece, and what a crazy game.
He turned around because Mixwell actually made it through the smoke to get that first kill, but it got retraded, and he looked back, and then Stanislaw was there. Op shot, miss! How did FNS miss that one? Now he's going to go with the CZ. Close towards that quad box. He does have some support from Long as well, and Twist is going to kill him, so that's going to leave Mapfly by himself up towards quad, and it's going to be Twist that's going to kill him. So TSM back in the lead, but still a very low buy right now for OG this round, because they did go for the force on that previous one, and TSM finally looking good here in terms of building that economy.
That's crazy. Double ops now out. OpTic scratching their heads, a little confused as to how it's gotten to this point. You're going to see a couple upgraded pistols. Smoke on Stan. He seems to be the scapegoat when it comes to buying utility. As Semphis decides to get aggressive, and let's see if this actually will pay off. They're up catwalk. Are they just going to jump right onto his head? And they will. They're getting caught out. Again, these pistols from both teams just allowed free roam.
And Semphis is out in the open with a nade in his hands, just trying to lob it on top of that cat. But he's fully exposed from mid. There was no other smokes there. Now they have an op back in the hands of Mixwell that could give him an advantage to peek inside B. They're throwing another smoke to actually prevent him from doing so. So they're going to fall back in their tracks and just try to execute out towards mid, where Sick is waiting there with the op towards the window. The slow one, a reaction time, jumps back inside the site safely.
Still doable for OpTic, all things considered. MP9 out on Relics, but no armor on the side of OpTic. So they have to play this one smart. As we're going to see Mixwell with the op. And it looks like they're looking to him to try to get the frag. They're all just eyes on Mixwell. And they're going to start this walk push. All 5 members. Sick is still holding this angle. The bait jump to try to bait out the shot from Sick. So with 42 seconds on the clock, this is do or die. If Sick can shut this down.
Nice shot.
Mixwell, wow. So smart, methodical clears there towards mid.
Relic still waiting here inside B. MP9 not connecting. Finally gets one, but that's it. FNS meanwhile has dropped Stanislaw, but they have taken B control, and this is all Mixwell's round. He gets an op kill onto FNS. Now it's a 3 versus 1, and Twist is just going to save this M4. And it all started with Mixwell doing the ninja smoke jump and surprising Semphis.
That's insane.
Getting an op entry inside B, and then getting the kill for OpTic Gaming to win this round. That's an ACS.
Pretty much in a nutshell, for sure. So they will get out with a double op as well, and Nafly will probably get an M4 if he decides to go check CT. So Twist gonna save that. Alone AK, yep, and he'll get a weapon as well. So OpTic Gaming invest in nearly nil and come out just absolute bank robbers. As you're gonna see double ops in play. TSM, let's take a look at their economy situation. It's there, but they're gonna have to invest a large portion of their money to stay afloat. As Sick, let's see what he decides to do. I believe that was an op he purchased over. It was indeed to Semphis. And Relics is left with an AK, so let's see how this works out. TSM are all in, as OpTic Gaming still have some chips to work with.
Made for them to cross over, double peek with the op. It does tag Relics down to 51. Still healthy enough to get to be a player impact here in this next round. As they're playing mid semi-passively, Stanislaw's about to walk through the smoke. He's going to catch FNS off guard. Easy kill. Now they're rushing inside B, though. Tarek is looking on top of this smoke. They actually don't know that somebody else is behind the smoke at the car, and Sick gets positioned away. What are you looking at? He shot
He'll blame
twice into
the mouse
wall,
bungee for that, I guess.
but he looked twice into the wall and sprayed the car.
Yeah, he's waiting for Tarek to jump over, but he never ended up falling behind him. And there you have it. OpTic gonna get to 13, so TSM's buy not working out. Sick, a little confused with what's going on. He was ready for Tarek to jump down, never happened. Then he got just faced. He got peeked by 3 players at once. So just like this, 13 to 12. As if you can hear some rain and stuff thundering at my house, I hope I don't. I hope everything's all right.
Well, now it's OpTic Gaming looking very good to bring this to a 3rd map. No tags this time, unfortunately, through the doors, but they're looking quite well to be up on a 14 to 12 scoreline. That'll give money for TSM to go for low buys in the following round. But their backs are up against the wall, and really on the next round here on the gun round for TSM, if they win the round, really can't lose more than 1 or 2 players to keep the economy just healthy for them for the remainder of this game. If not, OpTic Gaming will be looking comfortably to move this to a 3rd map on train. Now Rush is moving up here with the Mac 10 to try to clear it up, knowing that TSM are on a save right now. He could afford this Mac 10 and to be the entry fragger and get a little bit of economy on his end.
Yeah, he's going to whip a flash and get ready for another team flash to come over, and it looks like he's going to be the man to jump down, but instead he's going to fall back and watch the flank stand. He's going to find FNS. Nice opening kill from him as it starts pouring cats and dogs as Twist is going to be able to find one. What is this? Twist finds a second. Sick's going to find Naf, and it's all on Sick, and it will get shut down, but the pistol's doing damage.
3 kills still. That's actually pretty decent for the buy that they had. So that, adding those $300 gives a chance here to drop a knot for Semphis. Twist is going to go for a full buy, Famas here for Relics, and now you're going to have to play pretty much for all the marbles here for Team SoloMid. At this point, you see how aggressive OG are pushing down towards this mid side. Stanislav a few times was able to get a entry kill here at the mid double doors, and op shot missed by Mixwell into this B bomb site. And things will calm down from here.
If I leave you, Van, no, it wasn't by choice. It's the lightning taking me away. As Rush is going to come out mid. FNS, though, he's made this solo jump up towards that box. And he's just going to be holding this. Oh, but he made noise. They heard him. And Stan is going to counter boost. Look at this. FNS gets caught off, but can't find the frag. So an interesting little exchange there towards mid. And FNS counting his lucky stars. He gets out of there. Sick. Going to be holding for Nafly to peek, but don't think he spotted Tark getting into that corner.
And he's there with the bomb too, speaking about Tarek. So they are going to go for this mid to be split. They're going to have to really count on FNS, who's playing towards Playmaker, to try to get something with that M4, but they really only have Semphis up and off on Cat. Maybe he wants to drop towards the CT spawn to help out his team, but they've already smoked it across. So we're going to have to come up big now for Relics and for Sick inside this B bomb side, who are about to get overrun here from doors, from window. Semphis does get the first kill, but they don't manage to get any other kills so far inside the B bomb side, and that's it. They overtake it for the OpTic Gaming side. Nice shot by FNS. Gets a double kill. Nice.
Yeah, no. Semphis coming from doors. This is doable with Twist, but look how far back he is. And with no kit, it's all on Semphis, essentially. As Twist, a mile and a half away, Semphis has to make this happen all by himself. He is going to be able to find Nafly, so now this is doable, and they do it. Semphis peeks. The long flank from Twist. He seems so far away, but he finds the player that pushed it up, or B.
But they're so far from actually making it out of the frying pan here for TSM. Because at this point, they win this round, it's still going to be a very low buy for the team because they lost 3 players. I said you can only lose 1 or 2 max to try to have a healthy buy in this round here. Of course, you'll have the 2 AWPs, but everything else, you might have a FAMAS. You might not be able to have full kits again. While OpTic Gaming, the way that they won the last 3 rounds, including pistols, they're looking so good. Going back into the double off setup, full nades as well. And if TSM loses this one, they'll have no money to work with in the last.
Yeah, that's going to be rough, having no money to work with if OpTic Gaming get to 15 here. 6 already tagged down. Rush going to be holding there towards lower as TSM have 2 players aggressive, pushed up towards Catwalk. Semphis going to be holding this tight angle. He has support from 1 player as well. And he is just going to be falling off, leaving FNS there to hold this corner. As both teams playing so passive, so far back. Not as much aggression as we saw early on, as neither team want to give up this round. As both teams' economies, OpTic Gaming's in better shape. But Team SoloMid cannot afford to lose this round. It's going to be game as Tark's going to start this push. Semphis is back and he's going to find Mixwell. Tark's going either way. If Finesse is there, he's going to find one. There's Stan though. But Semphis is still holding this angle.
Oh, nice shoulder beat. As you do still have Nafly moving up. A big flash there. That's going to prevent him from getting an op shot. But it's going to be a 1-man advantage. Sick is down to 19 HP. They are moving inside this A bomb set. They'll get a bomb plant here courtesy of Stanislav. But they're now stuck here. Nobody really moving up on that catwalk side. So they're going to try to flank from long. They do so. Relics gets the kill onto Nafly. Stanislav is going to try to move down and win that fight. Shoulder peek. Nice shot by Relics. Baits it out. And it's down to a 4 versus 1. With the last man standing is going to be Rush up on catwalk. And he's going to get spotted by Sick. Misses the op shot. And Rush is going to throw the molly. Do they have a smoke to work with? They do. And Twist gets the kill. The defuse comes across. And it's going to be 14 of 14. The advantage right now, as they're going to call for a timeout for Stanislav and OpTic Gaming, is that they get a bomb plant. So now that you look at the money situation here, OpTic Rush has $8,900. He could drop an AK-47, even drop a knot for Mixwell as well, and give a chance for the rest of the team to buy for a full AK. So you really want to try to figure out what you want to do with your economy right now for OpTic Gaming and TSM. They're still in this game. They're still fighting hard.
That is for sure, but now they have to consider the options for themselves, because if you take a look, they're going to have to start divvying up what they got left. You're going to see some ops on the floor, singular, and an AK as well, so they will have weapons across the board on TSM. And what a close game we have here. As you mentioned, OpTic going to have to split up their economy a little bit, get it all on the same page. Winner this round, going to be looking strong to take the game. And keep in mind, TSM already up a map, while OpTic want to bring this back to train. This game, a close one, as of this map, has proven to be just a pistol playground. So waiting for OpTic Gaming to ready up once again. It looks like they are going to start their purchases, so it looks like they're ready. It is going to come through, and the unpause should be coming shortly, as they are going to take full advantage of this. It's a close game. They don't want to go down. As guys, keep in mind, thank you to iBUYPOWER and all our sponsors. If you look below, that we are having a massive giveaway for for computers, parts, you name it, a giveaway. Look below under the stream, and links will be posted in chat as well, guys. Make sure you get in that. It's going to be a great giveaway from our sponsors. As the resume comes out, and Vansilli and I get ready to continue this coverage of what a close game it has been so far.
So $7,500 invested here for Rush. I'm wondering if within that was an AWP that Navfly will pick up. Nope. So no AWPs right now for OpTic Gaming. So at this point, it's one Deagle, AKs across the board, while we do have a double op set up for TSM. So they are looking to take control of Catwalk, as they've played it aggressively for Team SoloMid for a few of the gun rounds. I mean, they had two guys at CT spawn, two guys up on Catwalk and Solo B, so a very passive A play. So they're going to try to bring that fight towards them this time, but for TSM side, playing more of a default going on right now. Single opper, watching towards the playmaker, which is Carr, looking down towards CT spawn and also up on Cat. So Semfis is going to have to come up big. Fully blinded right now. Molly's being thrown. He's going to peek out, get the first kill onto Nafly. Second one miss onto Rush as they're closed in, and they take him down, but FNS is on top. Cannot get the kill onto Mixwell, and they'll move into A with a 1-minute advantage, and here comes the attempt of a retake for TSM.
Aw, sick, though. Will get caught off guard. He went for the peek towards ramp, towards Catwalk, and he will get shut down, missing that first critical shot. Relics through the smoke. He's able to find Mixwell, so this makes it interesting. As now a 3v2 situation. Relics and Twist trying to make this retake happen, and question is, do they commit to this van? As if OpTic will take this, they do get to match point, and Twist is going to get drops, and now Relics, he is just going to get out of here. Answer to my question has already been answered.
Yep. Even Relics at this point, he's just trying to fight it out and hopefully be lucky and get a kill before he could exit out. That'll give a chance here for OpTic Gaming to force some money, as Team TSM are so low right now. So OpTic Gaming are going to be at map point. TSM will have to try to play for the overtime, and I guess Relics from his position as well is trying to run forward and pick up the op. Yeah, and indeed he will. And again, no money for TSM. But we've seen this story before for this counter-terrorist team. Give the op to Semfis, pistols across the board, or whatever you could afford. You might still be able to win the round. But if not, we will be going to a third map.
We might be indeed, as we've seen some crazy things so far this map, from pistols, no armor, winning rounds, from Semfis just going off with a scout. And they're back in a similar situation, backs to the wall now for TSM. To bring it to a third map, though, OpTic looking to close it out. And FNS back to this CT kind of hybrid position. He's going to be spotting mid. He's kind of out in the open, but he knows the round's early. Just going to be hanging out. And Rush is going to gain some catwalk control. Bomb still left towards outside a long cage, so not putting too much on the table as OpTic. But they're looking to slowly, inch by inch, gain some more map control. And they're actually going to execute here towards Catwalk. FNS hasn't been spotted yet, though.
Yeah, he's just going to wait at the bottom. He's just going to stay alive as long as possible for his teammates to rotate from B. And Cephas gets the first kill from mid onto Catwalk, so they might have a chance to flank up on Cat. You also have Sick moving up from long, but he only has a 5-7. Small armor. They do have 2 kits, 2 flashes in the hands of Twist. So it's going to be a flash retake coming soon.
Yeah, and what I found interesting from OpTic as well, all 4 members were towards site, so now they have to press the issue towards Catwalk to regain what they lost early on. And FNS is going to be waiting for this while he has 2 members pushing down long, and there's Semphis watching his back again. FNS with the CZ, what can he find? He is going to be able to find Rush with Semphis' help and Relics.
Oh my god.
Now it's all on Stan. He's able to get 1. Can he get 2? He can. Semphis and FNS, though, to make this happen. And FNS, a little shaky, but Stan will close it out. 1v1 now to close out this game.
He's going to have to ace it right now. The clock is running down. He gets the spray. He gets the ace, and he gets a clutch with 11 HP. We're going to a 3rd map as OpTic Gaming wins this versus TSM 16-14. And that is a beast godly play for Stanislaw. And oh my god. How do you lose that?
That's insane. You just lose that from pure out Hulk mode from Stan. That's all that is. That's the OG Hulk mode.
That's how you turn the momentum over.